Hello everyone and welcome back to the Blanket Fort. If you're new here, my name is Gina and today we're going to be doing something super fun. We are going to be building an entire mini island. So as I'm sure we're all aware by now, there is a new feature in the Animal Crossing 3.0 update where you can build a Slumber Island, which is a kind of like a dream island that you create and you can make it any size you want. You can decorate however you want, and I absolutely love this feature so far. We're gonna talk to Lloyd and see like all the things we can do with the island. So you come to Lloyd and you're able to like move stuff around, add bridges and inclines, and all sorts of things. And so yeah, I feel like we have a lot of options here. And then I am going to talk to Luna about naming our island. So this island is going to be like a pink Valentine's Day themed. So I really want to name it Love Song, which I thought was super precious and cute. Also, when you start your island, I had, just for background, I had tested this out like before I started working on a video, but you can choose the size of your island, and the size that I chose was the smallest one, which is like the same size as one of the mystery islands. And so it just like really excited me that I could do like, I could basically just do a whole entire theme, but I don't have to dedicate all this time to doing this gigantic island. Like, look how small this is. I think having the option for additional islands was the thing I was most excited about with the 3.0 update, just because, like I said, like we have freedom. We have freedom to not stick to one idea for whatever island we're working on. We can go and experiment with all different ideas. I think it's kind of the same as like when I downloaded Happy Home Paradise. It's like, oh, I get to decorate all these different houses and do all these different ideas without having to change up my house on my island. And yeah, it's just really fun, and doing this sparked a lot of creativity. It made me feel really excited about Animal Crossing again, so shout out to Nintendo for coming up with this really cool idea. My only gripe, I think, would be I wish that we could have like a dream address that we could share with other people so they can come and visit. People can come and visit your dream island, but you have to like be friends with them on Switch and, you know, just like invite them like normal. But I wish that we could, yeah, just have like a dream address that we could share out just like we do with a regular island. Okay, so I'm starting this island by just like cleaning up all of this water terraforming. I don't have room for a river really, and so I'm just gonna cover it up and take down all the trees and stuff and just like give myself a clean canvas to work upon. I'm curious to hear if any of you guys have experimented with the Slumber Islands, if you've built anything. I would love to see it. Feel free to join the Discord in the description below and share some pictures of some Slumber Islands that you've built, or feel free to share like anything that you're loving about the 3.0 update, or anything that you hate or were disappointed by, or maybe exceeded your expectations. I would love to hear it. Okay, so here's the thing that I was pleasantly surprised by. So whenever you're downloading custom designs, you can actually take the ones that you have like on your main island and transfer them over to your dream island. And you actually have a clean slate of codes to use on your dream island. So that's really great that we have like all this space, but you do have to transfer them over from your main island, which to me is fine. It made it a lot easier than having to go like on Nintendo Online into the design portal and download all them, because I already had like some saved from just like experimenting with this idea. So I was like, okay, cool, I can just like take it and copy it over. I was really worried that like I was going to have to go online and re-download them all over again. The thing I am now noticing though is that there is no way to download like more codes from online. Like it didn't look like there was an option. So it's either like you have to design your own or transfer them over from your main island, which, okay, like that's kind of weird. Like, why not just let us like download more codes? Like, they're just codes. It can't possibly be that like It's not taking up that much data, you know what I'm saying? But I do like that we don't have to go back online and like re-download codes from ones that we've already downloaded on our main island. Okay, so I'm just putting my house here for right now. This isn't the final spot for it. I just needed it out of the way so I could start putting down this brick code that I have. And so for the UI, you just have like a select option, you have a fence option, and then like a construction option. So kind of like a default fence and then construction, and it took me a while to get used to the controls because it's slightly different from HHP and then obviously the regular islands, but I thought it was pretty convenient. I really liked it. It made working like go by really fast, but yeah, so I'm just gonna cover this entire island in this brick code, and it's so pretty. It's like bubblegum pink. I freaking love it. And this is just satisfying my need to have pink everything right now. Like, I don't know why I'm like so obsessed with pink. I think for me, when I built Matcha City and we were in cherry blossom season, it just, something about it made me realize how much I love the color pink. And so this island was so much fun to make. Like, I've never made an all like one color island, and to do it in like this pink, like girly pink, like it was so much fun. Did any of y'all go through a phase when you were a kid where you just like absolutely hated the color pink? Because I absolutely was one of those kids that did that, where it was during the era of like where lime green was the best thing ever, and you had to have lime green. Everything's like 2007. And so like I could not stand the color pink for some reason, and I carried that with me for a long time. But now that I'm an adult and like I realize I can just do whatever I want because who cares, I love the color pink now. The only thing that keeps me from wearing the color pink though is it makes me look like a dead person. Like, I look so washed out when I wear the color pink. I can't wear any shade of pink really, unless it's like a dark, more like a magenta I can do, but like a light pink or like a peach or like a salmon, like I look horrible in pink. It makes me, seriously, it makes me look gray. Like, it makes my skin look gray. Don't mind me cutting down this tree, not realizing that on Slumber Islands you can just press Y and it will pick up the tree and put it in your inventory. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that little ASMR session that we just had. But yeah, here's all of the pink tile. Now I just need to add in like the little plots of where I'm going to put like buildings or like little builds. Basically just like plotting out like these different quadrants to put builds upon. So you'll see what I mean in just a second. Okay, so now that that's done, we have all 4 of our quadrants. We're gonna do like a build on each one. I do need to move my house again just to get it to where I need it to be. I don't want it to be in the middle of the way just because I know that it won't line up, which, yeah, yep. So I'm going to move it all the way to like the right side, and then we'll do something else on the left side of where my house is. So now that we have that in the place we need it to be, I am going to go ahead and remodel it just to get it to a little bit more aesthetic. And yeah, so I kind of like these, what are they called? This style of house, I can't remember what it's called. A lot of people don't like these houses. I really like them. I hear people complaining about them in their videos a lot. I'm like, I kind of like these. It kind of reminds me of like a gnome house. But yeah, we're just gonna make it white and pink just to go with the theme of the island, nothing too crazy. And I don't have any like door wreaths that suit the house, so I'm just gonna ignore that. Okay, let's go take a look, and she's beautiful, and she's gonna fit in perfectly with our island. I am so excited to show you guys everything that we built. It's so much fun, and so yeah, we're gonna hop into the actual building portion of it and start putting down items and creating our little city. So when I thought about doing this island, I, for some reason, really wanted to put a bus stop as part of like the island entrance. I thought it was just like a cute, simple build to start, like with just kind of like an icebreaker build for this island. And yeah, I end up liking how it turns out. I can't wait for you guys to tell me your thoughts on it. But yeah, it's super cutesy, very, very pink, and I really like it. I am still getting used to the controls, so I'm like pressing random buttons, so apologies if it's a little clunky. I swear I'll get better as the video goes on. But yeah, the UI is just like slightly different from like HHP, so it's like a little bit confusing. I am really liking the music for the Slumber Islands. It is different than the regular music. It actually gives me more of like a Stardew Valley vibe, especially the one that is playing right now. With like the flutes and stuff, it reminds me of Stardew Valley, so I'm getting like a weird mix of like two different interests like combining. Okay, and you guys know how I operate. I will start doing one thing and I'm like trying to focus on that thing, but then I have an idea for a different thing and I need to execute that to like fully get the vision in order, if that makes sense. So I was wondering what the bus stop would look like if I had something behind it that was creating kind of like some shadows, some color behind it. So I wanted to put these walls, these whatever they call the medieval walls, behind there just to see how it would layer. And so it turned into me like building a lot of this section too. So whenever I added these simple panels, I was like, oh my god, yes, it's coming together. This looks so freaking good. The only thing is, so whenever you're looking at your history log of like the items that you just use, it doesn't save the custom code that you used on the simple panel. And so it's like, it would be so much easier if it saved the custom code selection, so that way I didn't have to go through and do this every single time. So Nintendo, if you're listening, please, I imagine it's a small little fix. Please just help us. Okay, so for this area, I just wanted to do something simple. So I just put some covered counters down and put some decorations on those because the building is really the thing that's adding to the vibes the most, and I didn't really want to distract too much from that by putting a bunch of random stuff over here. But yeah, just wanted to keep it simple, keep it light, keep it fun. Don't worry about it being perfect, just have fun and play Animal Crossing. And so that's what I did. Whenever I do my other videos, like for my other islands and stuff, like I always tell myself like not every single part of the island has to be the focal point, because if you try and do that, then you're just gonna like burn yourself out instead of like do what you're supposed to do, which is just play the game, like just have fun and play the game. So like what's the point of causing ourselves grief over, you know, just like trying to make everything perfect all the time. So this island was definitely, it felt like playing Animal Crossing again for the first time. It was so much fun to do. I had fun pretty much every single moment, except for maybe when I was like having to fight all the treasure islands right now to get the items that I needed, which if you guys have been on treasure, like if you use treasure islands to get your items and stuff, you guys know how crazy it is right now that everyone is playing Animal Crossing again. Because before there for a while, it was so easy to like get onto a treasure island and grab items, get whatever you need. But now it's like, it's a whole battle. Like it is a whole war. It feels like how it was like a few years ago. So I wanted to add an element of coziness to the town, and my way of doing that this time was to just encapsulate ourselves with the medieval walls, just to kind of create like some, like, we're a little bit more closed in. It's a little bit more claustrophobic, but it's just to create like shadow, and it feels like, you know, we're encapsulated by this, like, it gives like an Italian town type vibes, like you're walking like the narrow streets of Italy. I've never been to Italy, but you know what I'm saying? Like you see pictures of Italy, and it's like these like super narrow streets with like tall buildings that are all colorful and everything, and that was kind of the vibe I was going for. So I think I end up changing this area around quite a bit. But I eventually get it to where it needs to be. You'll see towards the end of the video, like, what we end up doing with it. Okay, so what you're about to see here, don't get too attached to it because I completely tear down this like entire thing. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do for the third little plot that we had, so I just I do what I usually do. I just start like putting stuff down and seeing what sticks, and none of it stuck, but we eventually got there. It actually turns out super cool, so enjoy. Okay, so obviously you could tell that that was not working. So I decided to move operations over here. And the idea is that we're gonna have a little gift shop. So I pulled out our trusty covered counters yet again. And I have this super cute little code that has like a cat on a shelf and just some other, like another one with like some trinkets on it. And yeah, so I'm gonna build like a little gift shop where people can go and buy their Valentine's Day flowers and, you know, go pet the cat. And yeah, it's just a good time. so here's our little gift shop. I really, really, really love how this turned out. I think it is so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed with the codes in the back, like permanently obsessed. Okay, now back to revisiting this little plot. We're just figuring out what to do. And this fountain isn't the final look either. So have fun watching me struggle getting all of this set up. But it ends up in a good spot that I'm pretty proud of. Okay, and here's our little apartment building bistro table area. I think it turned out super cute. I really like it. It was a struggle, but we got there. Okay, so now we are in the grass by my house. We're on kind of like the left corner of the island. And I really wanted to do some sort of like English garden for this area, so I was pretty excited about it. I saw this code, the one that I have loaded up right now, and I was like, holy crap, that's gonna look so freaking cute. So yeah, I'm just gonna cover this whole thing in some kind of like this English garden style tile, and we'll have like a really cute little Valentine's Day themed garden, and I end up absolutely loving it. Okay, so now that we had the garden basically set up, now was time to start decorating on the side of my house as well. So I start adding kind of like all these different details and touches to the garden as I'm working on my house. So it looks kind of bare right now other than just like the custom codes, but we'll add items and all of that here in just a moment. But yeah, time to start working on the area in front of my house. We have a little beach area we get to work with too, so it'll be super fun. Okay, so now that the garden and my house look pretty good, I really want to go back through the town and just start working on finishing touches and see if there's like anything that I want to change. So yeah, just like adding down like cherry blossoms, flowers, you know, just like random stuff that will kind of tie everything together. Okay, so I started working on this like wall area and I wasn't really sure what to do. I wanted to keep that cozy encapsulated feeling that I was telling you guys about before. So we eventually pivoted and just made like these little miniature buildings out of the walls. And I actually prefer how this turned out. I think it looks really good. So I'm gonna do one in the back here as well. And I think it gives us that feeling without it just being just like a wall, a straight line of walls. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay guys, I think we are pretty much ready. We're almost done with the finishing touches. I think I'm gonna do a couple more off cam, but yeah, so this is Love Song. She's beautiful. We love her. I'm gonna do some beauty shots after our outro, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I sincerely appreciate if you stayed here for the entire video. That's literally insane. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you like Love Song, and I'm curious to hear what you guys have done with your Slumber Islands. But yeah, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me, and let me know if you want to see more of like this mini island series. I had a lot of fun doing it. I think I'm just gonna keep doing it anyway. Even if you didn't like it, I'm gonna keep doing it. All right? Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.